Hi guys, welcome back to the Yorkshire Modeller. We're now on issue 11 of Hachette Partworks Battleship Bismarck. So before we start the build for issue 11, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody that watched issue 10. It had 100 views nearly in the first 2 days, which for me is an incredible amount. Thank you so much to everybody for watching that. Thank you to everybody who's going back and watching the first like issue 1 and 2 and 3 and onwards. It means an awful lot to me that there are people out there that are actually watching my content, and that there are people that want to see this build going on. So thank you to everybody. Now that I've said all that, we'll get onto the table and we'll see what we get with issue 11. So issue 11, we get the port side of the hull, so that's matching the part we did a few weeks back. We get some screws. I think they're PM screws again this week, which is why I've got my screw pot out. And then we get the brackets that actually hold the hull up while we're building it. These aren't what I thought they were. I thought they went on that way, but I will show you in a second how we do them. So I'll just get rid of a couple of bits off the table and we'll get started. So in the instructions it tells you to build this part of the hull next and to attach this to the parts we've already done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build the stand first, and then I can put the hull onto the stand so I can see exactly what I'm doing, and I can screw everything together, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing as well. So, make sure the camera's lined up properly. There we go. So these are the two, or the four, sorry, parts you get for the stand. Now the brackets have got front written on them, and obviously that's the part that's facing furthest forward. Now in the instructions, each of these parts go in like this. So you've got the bracket here, and then you just put that into there like that, and that just literally clips in. Now when we first saw it, I thought they were going to go in kind of at the end like that, and then you'd slowly work your way back down the model and they'd work further apart, but this does make more sense. So that's both of those done. So make sure you've got the two sides with the front labels on. We'll bring in the parts of the hull that we've already done, and it's pop the sternmost part in first, and then you slide that piece in, and that should be like that. Nifty. So the next parts, it's just to attach the part of the, let's move this out the way just for a minute, because the first thing we do, take this part off the hull that we've already done on the port side, and we attach this piece that we've received this week onto this one. So with the instructions, it's take the first port hull section, which is this piece, and align it with the second one that we've got today, so that the raised socket on 11.1 fits into the hollow socket on 4. So it's that way around like that. So the part we received this week, that tab just there goes into that hole just there. So when it's done, it'll look like that. Check that all the parts are flush, and then fix the two hull sections with PM screws. So I'll use the PM screws we got in a previous issue for this one. Saves opening up the ones we get today. So that just goes into there like that. So that's all done and together. Check how the assembly 4.1 and 11.1 fits on the parts of the hull that have already been assembled. So if we bring these parts back in now, like this. In fact, I'm going to swing this around so you guys can see what I'm doing on this side of the hull. So, forward that way back. So, this side is the side that we're doing this week. Oh crap. Be careful if you're building this that you don't do that. So check how the pieces all fit in. So they should hopefully just slot in nice and secure. Let's just take it out of the stand just for a sec. Make sure these all click together. There we go. So that's all in and nice on there. And then, using the PM screws supplied in issue 4 and in this issue, join the assembly to the hull. The positions of the 5 PM screws indicated by the blue lines. So basically, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll screw all those in, open these up. Into there. So this is quick and simple. Screw all these in, and then that will be it for issue 11. So this is number 4. And last one, 5. Make sure they're all nice and tight. There we go, so they're all done. And that is all the parts for this week, all attached onto the Bismarck, and the stands finished as well. So, all done. So that's it then for issue 11. I did think it'd be quite a quick one, obviously, with the parts that we had and what we saw we were getting in the last issue. Next week we're going to be moving on to the cogs and the gearbox housing for the front gun turret, and we're attaching that gun turret to the deck as well. So that's all going to be in next week's issue and next week's video. If you've got any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments down below. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you've, like I say, anything you want to ask, feel free to pop it in the comments. So until next week, happy modelling.